Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. Molten here. And today, finally, Molten is not procrastinating uni work. He has completed his uni work, and now he shall yap about parts in this game. Aren't you guys proud of me? But yes, today, internals. We done the weapons, we done the frames. Time for the internals. But let's get into it. So yeah, let's begin. So, Yaba. Man, I was literally told early today when I streamed, this thing is S tier. But I'm like, is it? Like, God, I think the Yaba's definitely a great part, undeniably. Like, what's it? It's light, it has good red line, especially for, combustion gen, has good EN recharge after its latest buff. I don't know, I just feel like the relatively low capacity and the relatively low, EN output, I don't think I can put it in S, because it's like, yeah, honestly, to be honest, I don't think I can put any of the generators in S, spoiler alert, but like, yeah, they all feel so, yeah, hard to explain, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know, the Yaba, like, when I think of S tier, I think this is the best option possible, and you actively build the rest of your build around using it. And like, yeah, but I don't know. I was told it was S, but like, I don't know. I don't know if I see it. Apparently it facilitates a really good build, so that's why it's also considered really good, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's like one of those things, it's like, is it? Is it? But yeah, I mean, so I'm not infallible. If I can get a good argument, it's like, yeah, I'd probably be willing to pop it up. But like, I don't know. I just don't think it's got like whenever I use the Yaba, I really feel like I run out of energy using it. So it's like, skill issue maybe, like, yeah, it's a little, yeah. Personally, I think it's difficult to justify using it. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, if you see my eyes dart to the side, it's because I actually have a new monitor now. So that's why you didn't see the OBS when it started, so I unfortunately might as I'm going. But yes. Joso, D tier. I don't think anybody's gonna argue that part. The Joso is an objectively worse Yaba. Because the only difference is the weight. So yeah, you are objectively garbage. Now, the Hokushi, I feel like this is a B tier generator. I feel like it's a B tier generator. Like, it's definitely good, but it has so many weaknesses, like, the red line. Like, should I pull out the garage now? Okay, we'll keep the garage away for the moment. Like, I'm thinking it's the slowest red line out of all the gens that aren't the coral. But yeah, I feel like after its latest buff, where you actually have, like, 1,000 energy upon the red line finishing, it's a lot better. Like, I still think it was B tier before, but it's like, yeah, yeah, the red line's massive. Like, it is truly massive. It's like, yeah, the energy, and I feel like it's also just a little too heavy. It's like, it's not stupidly heavy, but it's also not got, like, stupidly great capacity, or it's like a jack of all traits gen with a bad red line. It's like, good, it has good capacity, it has good recharge, and it's got good output, but great relative to, like, I think that's its biggest call. Like, it's got great EN output relative to its other parts, but I feel like you can just optimize the rest of your build to run on Ming Tang, and the difference in energy recharge won't be terribly noticeable, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I feel like B is a fair position. Like, it's by no means making your build worse, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I talked about, like, flexibility. I think was it last time I talked about flexibility, or was it an argument with another person where I was like, I think flexibility in a part so important, but yeah, I think that's fair. What's that? I got fucking plastic on my mouse. Yeah, that's it. Lingtai, C tier. Can you use the Lingtai? Yes. you cannot run the Lingtai on anything that isn't How core or Lamb core. You need those two cores. If you don't have generator spec, you just don't have a build because this thing does not have any output. So you need generator spec, and if you don't have good supply spec, you get a similar. It's only going to be like slightly faster than like a Ming Tang on a better build. So it's like, yeah, and like granted, you definitely can make builds of it. Like I was shown a dual Haldeman fist punch build with How core, Narc legs, and Lingtai. And like, yeah, it's really cool. It's really good. The How core on Narc legs, you can actually quick boost, and by the time you finish quick boosting, you'll be able to recharge energy as soon as you're finished. So as long as you're not immediately spamming your quick boost, you can quick boost, quick boost, quick boost. As long as you just have like a little bit of delay, you can quick boost infinitely, which is a really neat detail. But like, I just feel like having shit capacity, shit EN output. It's just not what horrible redline as well. Like, it's fast. That's about it. There's no, you have basically no EN. So yeah, I think C tier's fair. Yeah. Ming, you are I want to say you're better than Yaba, right? Like, obviously. Like, I'm told Yaba's S tier because it lets us one build, but like, fuck me. Ming Tang's on everything. Like, if you're not running any NG weapon, you probably want Ming Tang. Like, it's just so good. Recharge is excellent. Capacity is good. Output is good. It's the only notable weakness of Ming Tang is that its redline is just fine. It's not bad or anything, but it's just fine. Like, the speed is decent, but the amount is a little low. But that's like the combustion generator special. And then the weight, I want to say the weight is good, but I guess it is relatively heavy compared to other generators. But yeah, I think, like, part of me wants to say S, right? Because it's so good on so many things. But it's like, I don't, why is, there's something in my brain, I can't, like, word it out. Something about it, it's not putting me in S tier. I don't know. Part of me wants to, but, like, I don't know, yeah. I don't think people are gonna, I mean, regardless, it's gonna be at the top of the generators regardless, so yeah. Santai, B. Honestly, I feel like Santai has been, like, don't get me wrong, after it got nerfed, nowhere near as good as it used to be. Pre-nerf Santai was like, you put this thing on everything. If you're not running Santai, what are you doing? But like, now it's like, it's often not worth it. But like, I feel like, if you're running a CQ, if you're running Rushdown, and you don't have a shield, aka you're running a melee punish build, Santai is genuinely good for your build. Because if you don't have a shield, and you're offensive, then your energy is your lifeline. You run out of energy, you're cooked. Ergo, maximum capacity is great. Like I can speak to this personally, because my PvP build is Zimbunk. It's Zimbunk. And Zimbunk is good, but it's not, you know, beats everything type build. And like, I optimized the build on Ming Tang to be like 75k. And it was great, but it had a notable weakness to two archetypes. So like defensive tetrapods like Water Striders and stuff, and very specifically Skinny's Bobcat, dual Majestics, dual Tyrannos. Apparently, do people not use that on PC? Like, I saw a meta builds thing from like a couple months ago. Bobcat wasn't on there. I'm like, huh? This thing is fucking ridiculous. Why does nobody use it? But yeah. And yeah, it's like, when you're using Ming Tang against those builds, you run out of energy at one point, then you take the punish. But when you have Santai, you have enough energy to, get in position, maybe pull off, get the stagger, and then you're not redlined, so then you can get the fuck out and rinse repeat. So yeah, undeniably, it's not like best in the game everywhere usage, but like, I feel like people saying, oh, it's completely worthless now. I believe that's absolutely not true. And then you got stuff like, you know, melee builds. I mean, yeah, just melee builds in general want the Santai, don't they? Because, like, especially if you're doing, like, Pulse Blade shenanigans. I don't think Pulse Blade shenanigans are terribly that good anyway, but, you know, definitely need to keep it in mind. But yeah, honestly, Santai, it's definitely nowhere near as good as it be, and like there's definitely better options, but I think it's been underrated. I think everybody just brushes it off, and I'm like, nah, it's still got some, but yeah. Aorta, I want to put you in top of C, honestly. Like, what does it even do? What does it even do? Big Brother's right there, like. Every time I've used Aorta, because I've tried to use it, every time I use it, the exact same feeling every time. It's like, I could be using NGI. Because, like, it's not significantly faster recharge than than NGI. It's like, I think maybe half a second, varying depending on your supply efficiency. And, like, but in exchange, you lose, like, what? Aorta's 3k... What's it? 3k capacity against the NGI's 44? It's like, yeah. If you want Aorta on your build, you want NGI. That's basically the entire problem. So using the Aorta comes down to... Do you want the red line so much? But you can't... the Aorta flow line is like this. Do you want NGI? Do you want a Coral Gen? Yes. Can you not afford NGI? No. Then you'll pick Aorta. So it's like, yeah. I feel like there's very few unless somebody can like bring up a build that specifically uses it. I feel like every time you want Aorta, you just want NGI, and like your build will be better if you're not optimized for NGI. So yeah. I feel like it's a fair position. But yeah. Speaking of which, NGI, you are A tier, absolutely. I think you're better than Yaba. Like, I was told by one person. I don't get the Yaba hype. But yeah, so I'm gonna stick with my gut. So yeah. NGI, yeah, amazing. Outstanding as it's filled. The NGI is the absolute it's wonderful. It enables so much shit. Like, being able to make a build where you don't care about your energy, it's excellent. Like, heavyweights love it because it's like, you get a lot of capacity and a lot of output. What's it? Lamb loves it because it lets them stay in the air for like 6 billion years. It's like, yeah, I love it. It's very interesting. Cool. Its problems lie in the fact that I think this thing is way overrated for, CQC, no, I don't think you should ever be using an NGI on a build where you rush down. And I'm speaking to someone who's used this for rush down on builds, try to get CQC and stuff. No. No. Like, if you don't manage to get to your opponent before you redline, then you're sitting duck. So, and because unlike the other cores, you can't just wait a moment and have, like, half an EM bar. It's always all or nothing. But yeah, really good for aerial fights, definitely. But yeah, it's definitely a defensive generator. Like, Coral Gens are definitely defensive. Like, it's like the beauty. It's like you have so much capacity, and you're just staying away from the opponents. Like, sometimes you don't need to hit the complete energy dry out. Like, if you're staying away from your opponent, you can get to a point where it's like, okay, I've stayed away from the opponent for 4 seconds. Now I can just normally recharge. But if the opponent gets to me in that time, I have all this capacity. So yeah, definitely amazing gen. Turns your expansions Coral, which really is only relevant to Assault Armor. And I think Terminal Armor is slightly better, but yeah, nothing for PvP. But yeah, I think that's definitely a fair position. Yeah, V20A, you're another C tier gen. I think are you low B or high C? I've seen exactly one time it being used. I'm like, let me stick with my own gut. I'm going to say high C. Like, I feel like its biggest problem is that, like, it's only 120 energy spec. Like, is that 120 is undeniably good, but it's like, is it worth running the rest of the shit gen? Like, yeah, I feel like if you want NG spec, you're either gonna be going all in. I feel like just half-assing it here. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's definitely not unusable, not by any means. But I feel like if you want energy spec, you can just, yeah, there's so many better ways to do it. Like we're gonna talk about the 20B in a second, but yeah, I just don't think it justifies itself. Like, yeah, I've seen exactly one build of it, and like it worked decently, and I feel like maybe it probably wanted 20B anyway. But yeah, you get what I mean. It's like it's not unusable, but it's not bad by any means. But like, I just don't feel like yeah. 20B. God, this is such an interesting generator. It's so interesting. On the one, like, let's talk about its weaknesses. Garbage energy output, mediocre recharge spec. Actually, that's just kind of it. Like, it's atrocious energy output and mediocre recharge spec. But that 150 EN fire, it's so good. 50% energy speed up time, 25% extra damage, it's like crazy. I was told to put this thing in S, and I think it's way. That's the thing though. I'm told this thing is S. The problem is, I feel like with it, it's difficult. It's so difficult. Because on the one hand, yeah, that 150 NG spec is fucking ridiculous. Like, this thing single-handedly gives the nebula its position, makes the LRA so much better. LRB, stupid high damage increases, but your mobility goes to the complete can. So it's like, I don't know if that's enough to put in S tier, because like, maybe this is just me talking, and I value my mobility, but I don't think I could put this in S tier. Like, I could hear like, maybe a better player would. Apparently Kadu thinks this thing is the best generator in the game. But I don't know, man. I don't like this. It doesn't feel like Zim or Lamb Legs or Tank levels of good. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. And actually, I can actually speak to somebody else's experience. Like, I've noticed a lot of people. I've noticed from other people who use 20B builds often. I've noticed they actually really don't like Harris kites, and like it's a common trend. I've noticed it for a few people, but personally, I've never had a problem. Once I learnt the matchup, I've never had a problem with Harris kites because I optimize for movement. So I feel like this is it's an actual weakness, this lack of mobility this gen provides. I don't think this is a negligible thing from low skill players. Like, it's a trend I've noticed that people, when you use this gen, you get worse at like against defensive matchups. Like, if the opponent's keeping away and you have this, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. But yeah, I think that's like one of the two. That's the also other thing with gens. Like, they achieve vastly different things, so it's a little difficult to tier them next to each other because, best mobility gen versus increases the damage of your weapons gen. What is better? Oh, your weapons aren't energy. This is better. Your weapons are, yeah. You get what I mean? Yeah. Now, 20C, are you top B or bottom of A? I think bottom of A, yeah. Are you better than Yaba? That's a good question. I'm gonna put you better than Yaba, I think. I'm probably gonna get flamed for that. I don't know. Again, different things, different strokes, different folks. The 20C is definitely amazing. It's definitely amazing. Like, it's got great capacity, great output, and good, and like great. I was about to say good, but like, it's definitely great. It's just relative to the best thing in the game. But yeah, what's it? 127, I want to say off the top of my head. Imagine if I get that right. Bro does not go outside. Yeah. It's definitely amazing, but God, those recharge stats. So, like, you can really only use this on defensive builds, I feel like. Like, if you need to get to your opponent, you can't use this thing. You'll be hang out to dry. And that's kind of the feeling, right? Defensively, you got the offensive gens, you got the defensive gens. So, when you're playing defensively, having stuff like slow recharge is less of a problem. But when you're playing offensively, that's a massive problem. So, yeah. And of course, my personal playstyle is influencing how I think, but yeah. This is definitely a defensive gen. Like, it's like, oh, you have to come to me? Well, here you go. Here's lots of lasers, and they deal lots of damage. But, like, I've also got decent mobility for the moment. Enough to hit that stagger, you know? Yeah, I don't think there's terribly much to talk about. Like, the fact that it's second heaviest in the game is a notable weakness, but yeah. Definitely a good generator, but yeah. Not a one-size-fit-all gen at all, I don't feel like. VP20C, I feel like you're better than Hokushi, at least. Yeah, I'll give you better than Santai. Personally, I don't like this gen, but I don't know. Like, looking at it objectively, like, it provides lots of output. That's its entire thing. This thing is great output for its weight. It's relatively low weight compared to other gens. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the capacity and the recharge stats. Not a fan. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. He's not a fan. Like, I feel like if you're not using it, like, it's like Ming Tang if you're using energy weapons. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think I can put it any lower. But, like, personally, I'm like, is it that good? Like, other people will swear by it, but, like, it just feels like it's a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-none type deal. It's like, so you'd probably be better using another part in a different build. Yeah, I don't know. Like, again, jack-of-all-trades, master-of-none, I feel. Jack-of-all-trades, master-of-none. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I can say. Now, the 20D, oh my god, I feel like this thing is slept on. This thing is slept on. Like, absolutely, heaviest gen in the game. Definitely need a build around it, but like, my god, this thing gives you so much mobility. And they keep buffing it as well, it's crazy. Like, it's got third best capacity, best that's not Santai or thing, so best that's the best one that can handle energy weapons, and the best one that has actual proper recharge. The recharge isn't even that bad anymore. Like, yeah, sure, relative to the Ming Tang and shit, it's not that fast. But, like, if you're not redlining, it's still really good. And even then, even though the redline's still relatively slow, you get so much AN capacity on finishing redline. What's it, 1,200, I think? Third behind the Coral Gens? Yeah, it's crazy. Good energy firearm specs, so a little bit of extra damage as well. Like, I feel like this thing is slept on. Like, it's so good. The mobility is so good. This might just be, again, Molten loves his mobility. But like, God, I feel like I can put... whenever I use a heavyweight build, I gravitate towards this immediately. Because it just provides everything I want. It's like, yeah. I feel like nobody talks about this. I feel like this is genuinely a great gen. Like, it's so good. Like, this thing lets me take down kites as a heavyweight. This thing's EN output. As long as you don't redline, like, you might as well just... You're kind of just using an alternate Ming Tang. You just have to wait, like, an extra second on... Wait, like, half a second for the recharge to start, and then just... Because it's fucking highest EN output in the game. Yeah, honestly. I feel like this thing is slept on. Like, I feel like it's crazy. But yeah. 20S on it. This thing's fighting with Joso. I was told this'll let you. Sorry. Let me go with this. Before this thing got buffed, because this thing got buffed relatively. I say recently, like the patches weren't months ago, but yeah, this thing got buffed and it increased. I'm not sure if it was the only thing, but and notably they increased the redline amount, the post supply recovery. Once that happened. This became objectively obsolete to this. Like, the only thing this part has over this is weight. It's slightly lighter. Which then kind of comes to the problem similar to this. Why on earth would you ever use this when this is right here? The slight... what's the weight increase? Like what? 1,200? Like between that range, yeah, fuck it, check the garage. He's pulling his garage out. Let's see. So that's a whole ding, 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 map. 1,500. 1,500 weight, and the stats are better across the entire board. And that's a non-negligible E and output amount as well. Firearm spec... Actually, yeah, like, look at it. Like, it's just... Like, why on earth would I ever use you now? You are right here. Like, I kind of want to put this in D tier, honestly. The slight weight... Yeah, you know, I'm putting it in D tier. I feel like it's fair. Like, before that, it was a genuinely viable alternative because, you know, you could run and if I'm not mistaken, that same patch that increased post-supply recovery, that was also the same patch that, nerfed the TK and buffed the Alba legs. So, the previous build before, I would use this on TK narc builds because it was light and it provided lots of energy. But, like, you can just run Alba now and run this and run a better core and still fit it all in the weight. Pardon me. It's like, why on earth would I ever use you now? Because you're here. I think it's a shame, because I feel like it was nice having a light gen with its own niche. That isn't you. But yeah. Not terribly much to talk else to say, I guess. Like, objectively worse apart from the weight. And the weight is often a non-negligible difference. So yeah. Cool. That's a gens. Now, boosters. Let's start with Kikaku. I feel like you're B tier. Like, you have your niche and you do it well. Like, the best melee frost in the entire game. Objectively. Faster speed, lowest cost. And I'll talk about, when I talk about the Fluegel, I'll talk about that, but like, additionally, the Kikaku's quick boost consumption is lower than the Fluegel. So you actually do get more melee cancels. Like, melee consumes less energy, you get to cancel more, so yeah. And often that can be the difference between a victory and a loss. You know, having that just a little bit of extra energy, so yeah. I feel like what's stopping it from being, you know, better is like, it can only melee punish. Like, it can only melee punish. Really bad frost and vertical frost. Atrocious assault boost speed. The quick boost, it's low consumption, and if I'm not mistaken, fairly low, pretty decent, recovery time as well, but like the quick boost itself is fairly weak, so you might not be able to actually dodge with it. So, yeah, it's just killer. Like, you get the best melee boost in the game, but that's all you get, and that's, I feel like, is a problem. It does have really low consumption on the assault boost, so I've done the test before. You do actually get the most mileage out of the Kikaku. Like, per your generator, it'll take longer, but you'll travel more distance with the Kikaku. Which is, you know, definitely a niche. But, I feel like the speed is way more important. Like, just learn how to manage your energy better. So, yeah. I feel like B is a fair position. Has its niche, does the niche incredibly well, sucks shit at everything else. And then we have the PO... You're the PO4, right? My god. Bro's forgetting... Yeah, PO4. He didn't forget. Woo! Always having my... Claims as an Armor Core 6 expert. Fucking forgetting name parts? Absolute cringe nay-nay behavior. But yes. PO4. What do you even do? Like, honestly... What reason would I use you over Fluegel? Let's pull out the garage for this. So like... So let's compare, like, these are supposed to be the same type of generator, like, general use mid-weight generator. So let's look at the differences. So, notably slower on the frost, a little bit slower on the upwards frost. Their consumption's a bit less, so... Consumption's a bit less, so that is a good thing. So, I think the PO4 has slightly better aerial, but, like, I feel like the difference in frost comes mouth. Quick boost frost, that's a negligible difference. Jet duration... probably evens it out. So they have basically the same quick boost, but Fluegel is slightly better when you get heavier. It's very slightly better. Quick boosts are more expensive. Fuck it, 40 points. That's nothing. Reload time, slightly slower. Reload time is slightly slower. Oh, I do see that A2K reload weight. That's not nothing. That's not nothing. But at the same, yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah. But then, holy assault boost difference. Holy. Yeah. Consumption's a bit worse, but like, again, like just learn your EN learn to manage EN. Speed is so much better than lower consumption. Then lower melee thrust and lower attack consumption. And it's slightly lighter. It's a fairly low cost generator. But it's like, just look at it. Like, thrust. Let's see. Thrust, 5th worst in the game. Assault boost, 3rd worst in the game. Quick boost. Yeah, actually, you're pretty decent for the quick boost. Yeah, actually, you do got pretty decent quick boost thrust. I'll give it that. But like, kind of negligible. Yeah. So upwards thrust, pretty decent. But again, Flugel's right there. Yeah. Like, okay, so from what I'm, it really feels like the only thing it has is like decent quick boost for heavier weight, but like it's right there. It's right there. I guess you could argue for the consumption. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know why I would ever want to use this. Again, this feels like Jack of all trades, master of none type deal. Why would I ever use this? It's like, Flugel's right there and it does basically everything better. It really feels like the only thing the P10 has is, you know... But even then, what build wants to be at 80k? What build wants to be at this range? Like, what build wants to be here? Because that's like the really awkward, well, if you're already there, why don't you just go heavyweight? Like, when you reach over 80k, it's like, okay, you're not getting slowed down anymore, but like, you're not fast enough to... You can just get more defenses. And if you want more speed, just go below 75k. It's like, why would I use you? And then like, yeah. Yeah, I just, why would I ever use you? I don't know why I'd ever use you. If I'm not mistaken, I think lambs like this a little because... Yeah, I don't think you deserve C tier. I don't think you'll... I don't know. Like, I think I've heard that lambs like this because low consumption, low quick boost consumption, low cost, I mean, yeah, it is a pretty decent lamb thing. Weakness is kind of counteracted by it, so yeah, I'll definitely, I think I'll keep it there, but yeah. What wants this? Like, it really feels like lamb's really only example. Any biped wants what's it, standard boost speed a lot more. Absolutely. Heavyweights want a soul boost. Heavyweights want a soul boost. Or like, in the case of like tetrapods and stuff, way better quick boosts. Like jet duration and shit. Like, who wants you? Like, I can think of exactly one use case. Who wants you? I feel like you still reign in C tier. Just for that. Like, I can think of a single use case. So yeah. I think that's fair. Now, Gridwalker. Oh, do I put you in A or B? Top of B or... How good is elevator kiting still? Yeah, you deserve A, yeah. Let me think. So, the Gridwalker's deal. Best aerial performance, undeniably. Like, its consumption's relatively high, so, but like, its speed is the best, and the speed outmatches the consumption, so as long as you're just careful with your EN, you'll get way more out of this anyway. But that's kind of all it has. Like, I think it has decent melee spec. Yeah, actually, pretty decent melee spec, but like, Yeah, mediocre thrust, garbage quick boost. Like, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Do any optimized lightweights even go below 60k weight? What's the load limit for some of the lighter legs? Let's see, that's... Wow. Wow. So, you pick Narc Rider, you pick Narc Legs, fully max him out, you're getting slowed down on fucking Gridwalker. Yeah, that's atrocious. Your quick boost is atrocious. That's the whole thing. Like, the quick boost, it's bad. Like, its thrust is fine enough. So, like, for one quick boost, it's pretty good. You can, like, it's not, like, a death sentence having to quick boost. But, like, when you need a quick boost more, oh, that's a problem. So, yeah. So, like, ironically, I feel like this thing is, like, heavyweight centered. Because if your quick boost is already garbage, just doing something that doesn't need a quick boost. And, like, this does genuinely provide a decent amount of aerial mobility to lots of heavyweight ACs, like elevator kites. So much HP and stability and shit. But yeah. God, again, this feels difficult. It's like, you're best in class. You're best in class. But yeah. B or A? B or A? I don't know. I mean, no, yeah, you're A. You're A. Kites like you as well. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself, Molten. I think A is a fair place. Yeah. 1 through 5. The 1 through 5. Are you better than Gridwalker? Probably interchangeable. Different niches. So the 1 through 5. What does the 1 through 5 provide? It provides the best quick boost on a heavyweight. Actually, that's kind of arguable, isn't it? Like, I feel like the heavier you get. Okay, so like if you're looking for heavyweight quick boost, you're going between these two. So, like these two sides of the same coin. So, 1 through 5 is cheaper, has lower consumption, and has more jet duration. So, jet duration, basically, the lighter you are, the more you want this quick boost speed. The heavier you are, the more you want jet duration. Because if you're low speed but high jet duration, you'll be like relatively equal among all weight classes. But when you're high speed but low duration, you're really good lighter, but you get really bad heavier. Yeah. Actually, are you more active? No, you are slower. Yeah, I don't know. You feel like, definitely the low cost. Low cost is definitely a big thing. Like what's the actual difference in? Yeah, look at that, 520 to 740, like 220 difference in consumption. That's not negligible, especially the more quick boost you do. It's like this provides an excellent quick boost at heavyweight for low cost. And most of its stats are garbage. Actually, like after the recent buff, they buffed its vertical thrust. So this thing actually also lets you, elevator a little bit as well. Like I think it's a viable elevator alternative now to the Gridwalker. Bit slower, higher consumption, but you also get good quick boost with it. So yeah, I feel like genuinely so many niche cases, like tetrapods love this thing. Like more common to see tetrapods using this than anything else, I feel. But yeah, I feel like it's a good position. I feel like good position. Buerzel. My sweet charm is hard. I want to place you there. You're here. But then again, that's the thing. That's the biggest problem I've had with these internals, because they all fill out their own roles, so it's kind of just like, is this role better than this? Instead of actually comparing them, you know. Yeah, that's what I love about this thing. Like, you have so many options. Yeah. But yeah. I want to put it higher, honestly, but like, yeah, Buerzel. So, Buerzel's here to do one thing. It's here to assault boost, and it does it very well. It's a fast assault boost, faster shuffle. Yeah, it's good. And additionally, it also has pretty decent standard boost, which we're going to talk about when we talk about the other assault boosting one. Big thing. But yeah, it's really good. Unfortunately, I feel like, realistically, you only ever want this on heavyweights. Like, take this from Mr. Speedrunner, who uses this on lightweights for basically so often. You want this on a heavyweight when you're playing PvP. Like, the speed difference between this and, say, Alula on a lightweight, negligible. But the quick boost thing, like, it's quick boost, it's garbage. Like, I would say it's a second worst past Gridwalker. Like, there's Gridwalker, and here's Buerzel. Like, look at that. Worse, slightly better, worse. Kind of decent, but, like, honestly kind of negligible. But yeah, it's really good. Now, what's it? Now, when I did my, you guys may know, I've done my assault, my booster, booster analysis. And I found, actually, I'm gonna quickly pause my recording, get my spreadsheet up. Unfortunately, I have to keep on the other tab because my Excel document will probably dox me, but yeah, one moment. Okay, very good. It opened on my other tab anyway, wouldn't dox me. So yeah, let me see. Where are you? Where the fuck is my booster data? There it is. Yeah, so I've got all my booster data on the other tab, so let me pull it out. I made this video, I think, coming up a year ago, so, for this. I'll have it linked to my thingamajiggy, so... Where is my... Okay, single... I need the shuffle stats, so... Yeah, so here's the... I'm looking at the full shuffle. Yeah, so when you're full shuffling with Buerzel, so like, I'm talking like, Buerzel, shuffle, recharge, shuffle. That's the fastest. Buerzel's the fastest. It's slightly better than Alula, but yeah. And then, what's it? This is important, the P10. P10 is third. Okay, so yeah. When you're just constantly shuffling between this and this is better. However, looking at it, it's not a major difference. We're talking averaging 490 k's per hour, so 490 boost speed, and what's it? 484 boost speed. So that's not a crazy difference. I need to talk about these two in like combination. These two are very extremely similar in niches. So yeah, talk about you two. So, and then let me see. I had a single AB. Damn, why does this thing look ass? Okay, here we go. Single QB. So, Buerzel, by itself, Buerzel hits 523 average boost speed when you constantly shuffle in one direction. The P10 hits 482 boost speed. So, P10 still, that was like, what's it, relatively the same? Yeah. Yeah, you get a very similar thing overall shuffling compared to the two. Because, its consumption's lower, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull out the thingamajig. Let me assault boost first. See, this is the shit I know about, because I'm Mr. Speedrunner. I have to look at this shit. So, yeah, slightly lower consumption, but yeah. Look at this. That's a noticeable speed difference. But yeah, so P10. But okay, so here's the major thing. Here's the major thing. Shuffling with the P10. This gives you. You can so these tests were done with Santai. I'll have the video linked in the bubble thingamajiggy. It will be like that, guys, for you guys. Yeah. So on P10, you can get 922 meters out of a single Santai effective tank, while Buerzel can only get 727. Pardon me. So that is 200 meters of difference. Yeah. So this is the entire argument between these two parts. This is faster, but this is slightly longer lasting. This is lower cost, this is higher cost. And realistically, you're only using this thing on a heavyweight, right? So yeah, so this is the big thing. So because the P10 has extremely low EN consumption and good jet duration, this is what allows you to do shuffling. So Assault Boost shuffling is entirely your jet duration and your EN consumption. I mean, it's a speed as well, but yeah. I mean, the speed is like the nothing bow. Like, so, here's the thing. You got two sides of the same coin. So when you're Assault Boost shuffling, when you have low jet duration, you can spam it. And due to the way that AC6 does its movement, it compounds movement upon each other. So here's the best example. Do you know about the dagger tech, dagger slinging? So dagger slinging works because the dagger, as it launches forward, adds a speed vector. If you do a quick boost at that same time, so as the speed vector is being calculated, you quick boost and the speed vector adds up, forward. And because that thing's irrespective of weight, adds onto each other, goes really far. So, when you are low jet duration, you can shuffle, and before you finish shuffling, shuffle again. So it keeps that movement speed pretty high. As I'm saying, you can hit an average of 520 boost speed with the Buerzel shuffling. Yeah. Which by the way, I've got to mention, that is slower than just normally... again, these are lightweight comparisons, so it'll be relatively speaking. Difference will still be the same, it's just, yeah, the exact number will be. But yeah, Buerzel's hitting like 490 boost speed. 540 boost speed, assault boosting normally, and then it hits 523 doing shuffling. So, like, here's the thing. That's actually another thing I've got to mention. The P10 hits, 510 boost speed, no shuffling, and hits, 480 thing. So, yeah, slower, but also notably slower, I feel like. I think that's a fairly small difference. And then the full distance, if I'm looking at it, so yeah. Yeah, so if you're not shuffling, looking at it, 6th place. P10 is 6th place if you don't shuffle. So that's the entire thing. This is, you can fly straight, no interruptions, and you'll be faster. This, you can shuffle. And, yeah, it's such an interesting thing. I honestly believe Buerzel is so underrated, because I feel like everybody just uses this. But, like, there's genuine weaknesses and advantages using both. And, coming from my speedrun experience, definitely Buerzel is up my alley. I've used P10 a lot. It's definitely good. I've used it a lot. Buerzel is definitely more up my alley. But yeah. So that's the thing. So if you use P10, you can shuffle. So that's the thing. If you're shuffling, you can shuffle more distance with the P10. And that's kind of the thing. Like, in Assault Boost, you can cover 700 meters with the shuffling in one Assault Boost tank. But yeah, like, I feel honestly, I feel like the Buerzel is better, but like in its actual performance, I think the cost is the major reason why this is better. Like, holy 350 EN load difference from the highest to the lowest. Yeah, I think that's honestly the major reason why I choose more. But yeah, if you're not constantly shuffling, P10 is Buerzel is better. But even when you shuffle with Buerzel, you go faster, you just get less distance. So, and because actually, this is actually pretty big important, because the jet duration is shorter, you actually can act quicker out of it. Because while you're in the jet duration, actually, I'm thinking I might be talking out of my ass there, but I'm fairly certain you do get to, the jet duration does, you can't act until the jet duration's finished. And granted, it's 0.13 seconds, so not a major difference anyway, but yeah, I feel like this is the Buerzel is a lot more responsive than the P10, in my experience. And yeah. But again, the quick boost assumption is definitely a thing. So like, while you're assault boosting, the P10 lets you dodge a lot better while you're doing it. However, you will be overall slower, and I think the biggest thing is that holy thrust difference. Like, the second you're out of thrust, like, if you're not assault boosting, the P10 is worse, I feel. And additionally, I don't think it's a terribly big concern because you're heavyweight anyway, but like, the quick boost is also notably worse for the heavyweight because like, yeah, the jet duration's notably better, but like, the ideal weight is garbage when you get that, when you're using this on a heavyweight. So you'll genuinely have better mobility quick boosting with this anyway. So I feel like if you, you're trying to dodge like a notable like explosive at a little bit of difference. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. There is a lot to talk about between these two boosters. But yeah, God. So much to talk about. I mean, I can compare some other stuff like, I've got the upwards thrust here. Where is the... Yeah. Yeah, the P10 was a fairly... P10's really average for... Yeah, Yeah, the P10 is slightly better on the vertical. It's only 4 boost speeds slower, but you get like... an extra 0.6 seconds out of it. And you get like a good... Just about 40 meters extra distance out of it, yeah. It is absolutely... It's definitely a good comparison, but I feel like, personally, this is better, I feel. But then you do got to factor in the cost, because that's a major cost difference. The weight is notable, but I think you can deal with it. I think that EN cost is the biggest thing. So, like, you pair these two together, they work like fine wine, honestly. But yeah. Yeah. These two are within their niche. Like, these are the assault boosting boosters. You want to assault boost, you're choosing between these two. I personally feel like this is underused and is very good, but this is undeniably still amazing. So yeah. But I think, relatively speaking, the assault boosters that can only assault boost aren't relatively as good as other boosters. So yeah. I think that's a fair position for both of them. So yeah. Faster, but you can dodge a little. You can't dodge as much. You can dodge more, but you're slower. So yeah. If you feel like your build needs to dodge to survive, you need this. But if you feel like you can tank the hits as you get in, this is better. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, Molten yapping about his hyperfixation. Does it again. Now Alula. Is this thing S tier? I feel like the Alula's genuinely S tier. What is the Alula's weakness? Bad aerial. Yep, that's about it. Actually, bad aerial has to be used at lightweight. Bad aerial, lightweight booster. Relatively high EN load as well, but like, oh my god, it's worth it. It's worth it for EN load. So yeah. Fast, quick, like, so good. Like, the Alula is not, it's not free. You do need to think about how do you use it. Like, you gotta learn your energy management, definitely, because it's high consumption. But, oh my lord, it's just so good. It's so good. I seriously remember, I think it's coming up 2 years ago, I think. Towards the start of this game's, people talk... Actually, I say start of the game, like, it didn't release in, like, what? August? September? I can't remember exactly. But yeah, around this time, because I remember I went on holiday about this time. I remember someone saying about the Alula seemed underwhelming because, like, it didn't do anything well. But, like, looking back, what on earth were they talking about? Like, this thing is nuts in every single way. Its only notable weakness is bad thrust. Like, There, the Alula... Where is it? How am I missing it? Where's the Alula? I'm done. Yeah. Yeah, worst distance. I think objectively this is the worst upwards thrust booster. It's got the worst distance. The second worst time, only outdone by its high consumption counterpart. And it's the third slowest. But here's the thing. I honestly don't feel like that's that bad. Because, like, okay, you can't vertically kite them, just horizontally kite them. And unlike a lot of other aerial thrust boosters, I really feel like in most cases, you want just the extra quick boost. Because, like, unlike a lot of other boosters, if the opponent gets close to you when you're a Alula, you actually have your dodge option. Like, you can quickly dodge, dodge, dodge. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, it's got one weakness, and I think it's not even that bad. I think you can definitely work around it. Like, whenever I use kites, I use Alula on them. Because I feel like the horizontal, like, I can deal with the bad vertical, and the horizontal's so useful, and the quick boosts are so useful. Maybe I may be wrong. I'm like, I would not say I'm like a great Kai. I'm a decent Kai. If I learn, I could probably do it well. But yeah, I feel like you just do everything so well. Yeah. And on the inverse side, complete doo-doo garbage. Complete, absolute doo-doo garbage. What is there to say about the Mule that hasn't been said? It's just fucking garbage. Funnily enough, this is actually the funniest aerial booster in the game, because it's, what's it? Fast for it's like you get the most distance out of it. It stays aerial for the longest time, but it's the slowest. It's the slowest, but oh my god, no frost, no quick boost, no frost, no quick boost. Like, fucking look at this shit, dog. Look at this shit. Like, you get nothing with it. Like, yes, lowest consumption. Like, it's garbage. This thing has exactly, like, there is exactly one reason why you use it, and it's the low consumption. It's low consumption. Like, you can move in the air at relatively low cost, but you're slow. But yeah. I think there's only been one time anybody's even created a niche for the Mule, and it was like a Lamb build, where the low cost of the Mule, I think it was specifically the weight, was important. And Lamb actually does counteract a lot of its weaknesses. The Frost is less important. Lamb Tetrapod Quick Boost works differently, so the Quick Boost Frost is less of a problem. Lamb kicks into the air, so the Soul Boost is less needed. No melee, yeah. The problem is, though, let me just sort by quick boost consumption. Yeah, fourth worst in the game. What do I think is one of the most important things on a Lamb? Your quick boost consumption. Because fun fact, when its survival relies entirely on being in hover mode, the thing that consumes your hover mode quicker is pretty fucking bad. So, like, it wasn't the Mule helps the Lamb helps the Mule, and at that point, just use anything else. So yeah, you're complete garbage. You make your builds worse. Like, you two are here because, like, you have objectively better options. You actively make your build worse. You should be in, like, E tier and shit, but nah, I can't. Like, Mule tier, don't need to. Y'all get the point. Ooh, now the speed booster. You're interesting. Because, yeah, quick boost speed, absolutely, very important. But, like, it's notable cost. I like how this thing is balanced. So, wait a second, did I just see that? Where is it? Damn, you two have the exact same Assault Boost energy consumption. That's hilarious. But okay, so yeah, best Frost. It's got that upwards Frost is mediocre, isn't it? Like, I'm looking at my thing. Yeah, what's it? 8 for distance, 7 for time. What's it? 7 for speed. So yeah, that's really mediocre. Really mediocre aerial. The melee Frost is fairly decent, and it's also it's relatively low cost. Like, that's fairly low weight in. Yeah, Ian's relatively high. Actually. Yeah, low weight though. Low weight. Yeah, it's like, how much do you like that Frost? Like, how much do you like the Frosty? Because the quick boost is kinda, it's ass. It's ass on purpose. It's got fairly low. Actually, I mean, actually they hit 75k, so it's like, it's not terrible reload weight. The biggest thing on the quick boost, low frost, high consumption. It's like, as you can see, second highest consumption. And what's the Frost? Yeah, fourth worst Frost, second highest consumption. I think the jet duration's actually relatively good. It's like, what's it? That's 7th? Yeah, 7th place. So, average. Yeah, so the quick boost is bad. The quick boost is bad. It's overall bad. So it's like, yeah, it's good for kiting. It's good, like, it helps you stay away. I know, it decently pairs with shield, because, like, when you're in shield, you're not quick boosting. So actually, extra Frost is good. So yeah. Like, Frost is good. Frost is good, and this gives you good Frost. So, yeah, I think that's a fair position. I think it's a fair position. Comes with its fair share of weaknesses. Assault boost. I feel like assault boost is fairly low. Like, I got my data. Yeah, your assault boost is like perfectly mediocre. Yeah, actually, yeah. Looking at it, it's like it's 6th in every category. Oh, actually, it is oh, that was a shuffling. Yeah, no, it's horrible for shuffling. You can't, that's a big thing. You cannot shuffle with the quick speed booster. Shuffling, complete garbage. Like, you shuffle with this thing, it's complete garbage. But yeah, I feel it's a fair position. Like, you're always just boosting. So, if that's what you want, this gives you it. So I feel like, yeah, good position. Fluegel. Fuck me. You feel like a borderline, and you feel like an S tier as well. You know what, heck, I'm gonna put you there. You're gonna go in S tier. What does the Fluegel not do? Like, here's the thing. I thought before, because like the Flugel's receiving so many buffs, I feel like before most of its major buffs, I feel like it was good. It was good. It wasn't outstanding. I feel like it but like, you know, had good mixed performance of everything, and unlike this, I feel like what it had was better. Like, better Frost, better Assault Boost, better melee, yeah. And then they made it really good on the melee. So I'm like, hello? We now have a Kikaku alternate, which doesn't completely fuck you over when you're not melee boosting. Okay, I now have more viable options for melee builds using melee weapons. And then they buffed the speed and assault. Actually, God, yeah, actually, I should say, all of this quick boost thing has been done before this thing's latest buffs. So you're like the one exception I can't look to. Like, bro, better boost speed and better assault boost speed. Like, excuse me? Why is my... Like, this is literally the fucking meme with the guy getting all the water and Mr. Drips down here. Like, this thing, it's so good in every way. Like, I feel like it's slightly worse than Alula in the parts that Alula is good at. But then it also... Yeah. Better at midway... Better at midway because more ideal weight, more jet duration, lower consumption. Has more melee speed, so it can be better for some melee builds. Decently lower EN load. Fairly low EN load. It is a little heavy for a booster, I'll give it that. But like, yeah, God, look at that, 640. Where's that? That was like, if I'm not mistaken, 5th or 4th place. Where's Frostbite? Yeah, 5th place. 5th place. Just very slightly below NGI. It's like, yeah, it's good. It's so good. Honestly, maybe S tier is an over-exaggeration. Maybe it's top of A. But like, I don't know. I'm setting my tier list. I set the agenda. But yeah, it's just so good. Like, you can use it universally. Like, I still personally think Alula is better, but like, it's useful in so many cases. Like, it's so good. It's so good. Like, I don't think there's a single build in the entire game that you'd be like, oh, it's on Fluegel. No, you're like, oh, it's on Fluegel. It's like, maybe there's better options, but like, you can never go wrong with it. And I think that's genuinely... Why did this thing just keep getting buffed? Like, I feel like after the melee buff, I felt like this thing was like genuinely really good as well. Like, one of the best in the game after the melee buff, because now you could use melee while also having good general stats. But then they just fucking buffed the... Like, so like, 5th for normal boost? What was it? What's this assault boost? 4th! This thing... Oh my god. This thing is faster than P... How did I not realize looking at it before? This thing is faster than P10. It's only a little bit, but it's... Wow, yeah. Okay, I still think it keeps its niche, because that's still 120 quick boost consumption difference, but like... I think I might need to do the tests again. Now, I can't be the only one seeing this. I need to do tests again. Look at this. Look at this. Like, what's it? Beforehand. This thing was like, let's see, 4 for a full distance. Let's see. Let's see. 7 for speed. 7 for speed. It's fairly bad on the distance because it was yeah. Nah, I think I need to test. I think this thing might be even better than I think it is. I'm gonna keep it in S tier. I feel like that's a completely fair placement. Yeah. But let's see, Gills. You're at top of B, I think. So, what do Gills do? Gills are, what's it? Excellent for vertical mobility. Yeah, excellent for vertical mobility. Extremely low cost for vertical movement. Very, like, third fastest for vertical speed. Fairly low weight as a booster. EN's a bit on the high side. And the quick boost, they're not cheap, but they're not expensive either. But yeah. So they also buffed your movement speed, normal thrust, didn't you? So yeah. You're really solid. I feel like the Gills are solid. By no means bad. I think they have just made a few notable problems. I feel like... Actually, what's your weight? Ideal weight? I feel like remember that was a relatively important thing. Like, no, it's all right. So yeah, like really fast reload time, excellent. Low jet duration, okay, that's the combo. I feel like here's the thing. I feel like the consumption is a little too high. I feel like the consumption on the quick boost is a little too high. Assault boost is a little too mid. Assault boost is a little too mid. And I honestly think this is a major thing. I think this melee is actually a little killer. Like, I think that melee, wow, look at that consumption. What's that melee consumption? God fucking damn. Crazy. Yeah, I feel like that melee is actually kind of the killer thing, because I feel like so many builds would like Gills for melee. It's like, think about it. Good boost. Lightweight. Quick boost. Like, better ideal reload weight. So midweights can get more quick boosts. Yeah, I feel like midweights would love this. Midweight builds with what's it, melee. So many times I've made a build and be like, oh, Gills looks like it fits perfectly. I'm like, oh wait, I got a melee. Oh. But yeah. I feel this thing is entirely relegated to good, like, its entire niche is that it's good vertical. Like, it's really good. It's pretty good in the air and has good quick boost. Like, normal boost speed. And, like, it's funny because, like, its entire deal is that it's supposed to be, oh, you're the funny quick boost booster. But, like, genuinely, I feel like you're best outside of quick boost. Because, like, I feel like your EN consumption is a bit too high to be a reliable quick boost gen. And your, vertical thrust stats make me want to use you in the air. And when you're in the air, lower recharge, la-di-la, less quick boost. So it's like, yeah, you're a very mismatched generator. I feel like a buff in the right place. Like, maybe lowering that consumption notably. Put it like maybe 550. Yeah, I feel like this could. I think we got a potential booster here. But yeah, I just don't think I can't really. Don't think it's. Yeah, NGI. I feel like you're top of A. You're so interesting. It's like. Actually, I've got my thingamajiggies here. So. NGI shuffling is actually fairly slow. Yeah, that's the full difference shuffling. Yeah, so NGI shuffling is actually fairly slow, relatively slow over a long distance. It's actually 6th place. which considering it's high speed, you'd think it'd be higher. But let's see. For a... Yeah, you actually don't... That's the thing, like... I've been told this is a good shuffling booster. But then I look at the data, it's just like, no, I think you actually want to be shuffling, like... Over the distances, you go from... What's it? 3rd place average speed to 6th place average speed. What about your... Yeah, wait, what about your quick boost thingamajiggies? Let's see. Yeah. When you're shuffling, you hit, like... Your 9th worst... This build... NGI's 9th worst for distance on the shuffle. 9th worst for shuffle, and, like... 11th worst for the time. So, yeah. Like you don't cover terribly much distance in the... No, wait, actually, wait, am I looking at... Oh, no. Dumbass, I was looking at the, what's it, normal AB speed. So, yeah. Okay, what's it? Ignore me, I'm being dumb. No, wait, where's it? Okay, here's a single AB, I'm dumb. NGI. Yeah, so... Actually, notable. 8th worst overall speed from a single quick boost. Now, I have been told that perhaps this data I collected in the video I did, I was not properly executing the thing with the jet duration where you angle the camera so you get both movement vectors. So you get like that direction and that direction at the same time to get more speed. I have been told I might have done that wrong. So maybe I have completely done that wrong. But if I haven't, like I feel like the consumption, right? The 740 quick boost consumption. I feel like even if you, because I was told this is a good shuffling boost. I'm like, no. And like I feel like, yeah, I just feel like the 740 quick boost consumption. This thing is bad to shuffle with. Yeah. Looking at my data. And like, the problem with the what's it, long jet duration. What's it, boosters? Because what's it? Yeah, the long jet duration boosters when you're shuffling with them, you actually are fairly slower shuffling because you need to wait for the jet duration to end before you can start another jet. And because it's so long, you can't actually compile upon the speed. So you're actually overall slower. Like, you do dodge, like, because you get so much thrust and so much distance, you do dodge well with these. But yeah, I'm ranting about this because I was told this, and I'm like, I'm fairly certain it's incorrect. And like, I don't know, think about it, because like, I was told, the person I was talking to, their source was Kadu, which like, I don't know if there's been miscommunication somewhere, or like, Kadu's just gone off anecdotal. But then again, I've never seen this used on like meta builds, that many meta builds. But yeah, actually, is this too high? Are you like down here? I feel like you're significantly better than Gills, yeah. So, why do you use this? This is like heavyweight Alula. Actually, no, you're definitely up here. Like, I was just talking about the assault boost. So, shuffling. Specifically the assault boost shuffling. So you're like heavyweight Alula. You have good thrust, you have great upwards thrust, like there's actually really good upwards thrust. Your upwards thrust consumption, but then again, you have really bad consumption. Melee's decent, assault boost is good. Quick boost thrust, amazing. Like this quick boost thrust is so good, it can beat the what's it? Lag switches. Like, so much distance traveled at fast speed. Yeah, it's really good. High ideal weights. You can use this on heavyweights to notable success. Reload time's a little on the high side, but that makes sense for such a strong booster. Your individual quick boosts are really good, but you can't really spam them, so you need to be a bit more methodical about them. And again, they're high cost, so yeah. Like, it's really good overall on heavyweights. Heavyweights like this. Overall, really good stats. But yeah, the consumption is notable. Like, these consumption stats are high. That's high, that's high, that's high, that's high. Now, what's it? When you're... And again, as I just talked about, I think the shuffling... Either I'm performing the shuffles wrong, or the shuffles aren't actually that good. honestly, both are correct. If someone actually makes it in dive, because I've not seen any. If someone makes an in dive about how when you properly do the tech, the shuffles are better on NGI, I'll happily pin a comment and shit. But yeah, what I mean is that when you're just normally assault boosting, stop, recharge, assault boosting, it's pretty good. 3rd place on my according to my data. But yeah, you can't really shuffle with it. If you're shuffling with it, you actually notably slow yourself down. But yeah, it's definitely great because like heavyweights like it because you get good speeds, you get a good quick boost on a heavyweight, which is notable because most heavyweights have complete ass mobility in most other cases. It's just yeah, this thing sucks at shuffling because it's such high EN consumption. But yeah, no, I think that's fair. I don't really like. I know I'm talking about the shuffling, and like it kind of makes it seem like I'm really hashing it, but I'm trying to say that's kind of its big weakness, and I've heard people talk about it, so that's what I wanted to say about it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Man, how the fuck have I been talking for an hour and 15 minutes, and I've only talked about gens and boosters? That's crazy. SES, I think, can go a bit faster. Last bit. Am I out of water? I'm out of water. Juice. Good shit. Apple mango. Okay. FCS, I don't think there's as much to talk about with the FCS, maybe this will go quicker. Yeah. Abbott. He's right here. Why would I ever use you? So. Why would I ever use you? Like, I don't feel... I feel like you're significantly better than these things. But, like, why would I ever use you? Ocellus... I'm apparently going to piss people... I'll apparently say it wrong. Sorry, I don't know the... What's it? Insect eye name, so... yeah. Why would I ever use you? Like, your entire thing. Like, second best close range. Horrible... Like, mediocre mid... Like, I'm pretty sure it's like... Isn't it like 15 or something? Oh, 38. Okay, yeah, that's mediocre. I feel like it's still towards the bottom. Third worst. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, that's still pretty bad. Still pretty bad. And then completely atrocious long range, but like long range not as important. And it is low cost. I think its EN is... Yeah, its EN's fairly low. But yeah. Why would I ever use you? Because, Ocellus, S tier. Absolutely irreplaceable within its role. And genuinely amazing. Like, even if I got nerfed, 81 is still kind of fucking nutty. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about the Ocellus nerf. Part of me wants to say it was a good thing. Other half of me saying, did it really need nerfing that bad? Kind of... I don't know. But like, kind of the only reason actually, oh yeah, that's what I want to say. I don't think they needed to nerf both of these. I think it should have been either one or the other. Like, the fact that it used to be good at, used to be fine with missiles anyway, and you were good at close range, I think it really should have been one or the other, not both. But maybe it should have been, because it's still the best. It's still one of the best FCSs anyway, but yeah. Why would I use you? Why would I use you? Ocellus is right there. You don't perform anything else significantly better than Ocellus, and you're worse at what you want to do. Like, after the Ocellus got nerfed, I tried using Abbott to see what the difference was, and holy, you can feel it. The difference is palpable. So yeah, I feel like you're down here. I don't see a reason why I'd ever want to use you. Dems the brakes. Talbott. I think this thing is like slightly underrated. It's by no means amazing. I feel like it's slightly underrated. I feel like the combination of close and mid is pretty good. Like, what's it? There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, what's it? 5th place for mid-range assist. Oh wow, all the top ones have pretty decent mid-range stuff. Yeah. Yeah. This kind, like, I don't know, kind of jack of all trades, master of none type feel. But I feel like keeping your quick, close, and medium range is actually not too bad. Because, like, I noticed when I was using it that it starts to lock when you get into mid-range. Like, you keep the same lock speed as you enter there, as you stay between medium and close. Because I've kind of noticed with Ocellus, if you leave the close range, then your tracker notably shifts away. And then you can't really get it back until you're back into close range. And, like, sure, it's Ocellus, so you'll get back into close range, it'll be almost instant. But, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like, as long as you're keeping sight on the enemy within mid-range, like, you lock fine. I feel like, this is still, obviously, when you're using close range, you want this. Because this can help you, like, deal with quick boosts and shit. But I feel like if you're, like, a generally mid-range type user, I feel like this is still a perfectly valid option. Like, if you just want a bit more close range. It is fairly high cost, so definitely see that. Yeah, so that's what I feel like. I feel like BT is valid. I feel like it has some genuine use. I feel like that's a valid position. Yeah. Sorry, if I'm not mistaken, this one should be the single lock, and that's the multi-lock. Yes. Yeah, that's single lock, that's multi-lock. So, single lock, are you S? You're kind of S tier, aren't you? Because, like, if you're using just missiles, you're the best in slot. And, like, all missiles, if you're using all missiles with, like, a fucking hammer, dong, yeah, you're best in slot. I feel like that's a fair position. I feel like it's fair. Like, I don't know, it does feel a little wonky having no... Yeah. I feel like that's fair, actually. I feel like some kind of works. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Actually evens it out a little bit as well. Nice, yeah. So yeah, if you're using missiles, because missiles are great, and you don't have other weapons that need normal locks, even then, even if you only have one, you can deal with, like, you know, one. It's not like it's atrocious lock. It's just like it's kind of atrocious lock, actually. But, like, I don't think that's, like, so bad that you can't ever use it, you know? But yeah, I feel like it's a fair position. I feel like it's best in slot for its utility. So, like, kind of and, like, it's a good utility as well. So, like, I think ST is a perfect run position. Multi-lock, why would I use you? We're not playing PvP. We're not playing PvE. Why would I use you? If I want... What missiles would you multi-lock even in, like, threes? Like, fucking pulse missiles? You run some 6 PMs, but even then... Just run this. Like, 90 multi-lock is not, like, amazing, but, like... I don't think it's that important. So, yeah. Why would I ever use you? I think that's a fair position. Are you C tier or B tier? I feel like you're C tier. So, the reason that one's not going into D tier is because if you're not running a build, if your build doesn't require you to have FCS, then it's amazing. Like, you're running, dual melees and, like, a therapist, and then, like, a nothing burger missile, like a fast lock missile. Like, it's a good option. I don't know. Actually, yeah. I think CT is good for it. There is a reason to use this. The reason's just not very good. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair for CT. Yeah. Like, that reminds me. I had a tournament Xbox where Blaze, one of the best Xbox players, he ran a dual nebula wheelchair, and he had Gen 1 FCS. And I'm like, Blaze, what are you doing? Like, yeah, I get you're mostly manual aiming, but, like, don't you want to be able to aim normally if you need to? He's like, don't need to. Now, obviously, Blaze is, like, one of the chattest people on the goddamn planet, but, you know, I feel like he probably should have needed a proper one. But yeah, it's a fair position. It's lowest cost. If you don't need it, you choose this for no cost. So yeah, I think that's a valid point for C tier. It's best. Like, there is a reason you want to use this. The reason is not very good in my opinion. Peer 4. You're like S tier. You're amazing. Everybody wants to use you. You're fairly low cost. You're fairly low cost. 80 mid range is fucking excellent. Positive 100 missile lock. That's great. Low weight. Low EN. Close range is not amazing, but it's by no means garbage. It's not irredeemable. Yeah. I don't think many people argue me about that. Everybody loves to use it. Great. Now, Walt. I think top of A is good, because theoretically speaking, I think generally speaking, this is probably the best FCS overall. Like, let's ignore this for a second. Like, 58 close range, so let's see. This thing is third for medium range, it's fourth for close range, and long range not as important, but third for long range. Missile lock is good. Yeah, what's it? Fifth for missile lock, multi-lock's of absolute no concern. Yeah. So, like, it's overall great. It's overall really great. Like, especially that 77 medium range. 77 medium range, while also having 58 close and 54 long. Long range is not as important, but yeah. Still, long range is still good, and I'll talk about that in a second, because we're going to be talking about the V FCSs, but yeah. Like, this is overall a really good FCS. Like, I use it in the speedrun. Isn't a speedrun for the, build most used, because, like, you know, I can spare the EN, and, like, all the stats are really good. That's a lot. Let me compare it to second place. Let me compare it to a second place you actually used. Look at that. That's a lot. Like, 160 difference, 160 EN difference, 160 EN, that's a lot. That is a lot. And, like, with its... Look at that. 250... Pardon me. 250 EN. Now, granted, this is just low to 4 right now, so... This is just low to 4 right now, so you're not really seeing terribly much difference in that supply efficiency. When you're lower on your supply efficiency, this is a major choice. Like, this thing can genuinely make your mobility significantly worse. And, like, here's the thing. The tracking is better, but is it significantly better enough to justify that knockdown in supply efficiency? I don't think so. If you can afford it, it's probably the best FCS, but affording it is a bit of a problem. So I think A tier is perfectly reasonable for that. Yeah. Ooh, V21A. This is gonna sound crazy. I genuinely believe after its latest buff, this thing is A tier. Like, absolutely. Absolutely. So, close range. 5th close range, while having spectacular medium range, lightweight, and, now, I know what everybody says, long range, garbage. I disagree. I think long range is not terribly important. I don't think it's a singular reason, but you tell me you've never fired a Majestic? Like, there's a lot of weapons that actually do like range, like Majestics, Fazans, charged laser cannons, charged laser weapons. Like, so many weapons, Harrises. Like, so many weapons do operate within this range. Like, what's it? If I'm not mistaken, long range is the... Fudgesicles. What range exactly is long range? Close range is... It's 0 to 130, 130 to 260, 260 onwards, right? But yeah. I mean, look at it. Where's... Let's go... I'm looking for effective range, aren't I? Yeah, effective range. Coral weapon, huh? Yeah, look at that. 800 effective range, 720. 700. Redshift. Effective range. Like, so many weapons, like, even the Harrison, it's normal. Where's the normal? Ideal range. Ideal range, yeah, under 200. Effective range, into the 375s. Like, undeniably, it's not a be-all, end-all. It's not a, I'm using this exclusively because it has long range. I think this is a good alternative because, like, it's better close range, insignificant medium range. It's not insignificant. I think, like, here's the thing. If you have a long range weapon, like a Majestic or a, charge hand weapon, I think this can be better. Actually, the EN difference is not negligible. That's why it's in A tier and not in S tier. I feel like I've used this for Majestics, I've used this for charge LRAs and Nebulas. Like, genuinely, I think that long range is actually genuinely helpful. Because, yeah, at those ranges, yeah, your opponents can dodge, but, like, you know, what if they don't have EN? If they're outside of that range and they don't have EN, if you're using another FCS, you might miss, but this can let you hit. It let you hit. But yeah, I genuinely, I think this is usable. I think it's definitely usable. I think it has its niches now. On the other hand, now, I do not think you are, you're kind. Here's the thing. This thing now has the best medium range assist in the game. And then it also has good long range assist. And then it also has usable medium missile lock. It's just 15 close range is fucking atrocious, goddamn. So yeah. Here's the thing, if you're not using close range weapons, you don't ever get in that close range distance. This is, objectively speaking, the best FCS in the game. But that's kind of fairy tale la la land, because you're obviously going to be dealing with close range bruisers. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, the opponent doesn't know what FCS you're using until after the match. So maybe you could surprise them with one of these. But yeah, I don't. It's definitely not good. I mean, here's the thing. Before the latest patch, it was doo-doo garbage. But like now, arguably usable. I think that's fair. Like it's not completely in the gutter trash now, but like it's definitely not good. It's definitely not good. But like having the best medium range assist now, while also having 90 long range, that's pretty fucking good. If you don't ever get close range, this is best FCS in the game. But you know that's a pretty big constituency. Yeah, I think bottom of C is fair for it. But yeah, I think that's fair. Now here we go. Now if I'm this should just be assault armor, pulse protection, terminal. Yeah, got it right. So assault armor. Assault armor is a B tier. Now, I do not believe assault armor. Now, here's the thing. Let me just pulse armor. Yeah, pulse armor, best expansion, undeniably. So many cases you want pulse armor. It stops you from losing advantage state. It can save you from a stagger, which will lose advantage state. Like, advantage state is it's a genuinely important thing in this game. In the multiplayer, like you have AP lead, you can basically control the match. AP lead with the right build, you control the match. Okay, my opponent now needs to come to me. I can now utilize defensive play. I can punish. They need to burn EN to get to me. Yeah. So maintaining AP lead, extremely important. So I think this is like no shit Sherlock. No shit Sherlock. It's S tier. Assault armor is what I need to justify. Now, assault armor requires two things. One, you need great mobility. If you do not have great mobility, don't bother with assault armor. Don't fucking bother. If you can't stay so close to your enemy that you can punish a pulse armor, don't bother. Stick with pulse armor. But if you have the mobility, genuinely, it's a massive fucking unit reverse card, fuck you. Oh, haha, dumbass, you fucking pulse armor. Imaginary technique, assault armor. Boom, they're staggered. And then the second part, you have to have punish. Now, what does punish entail? Melee weapons, shotgun, lasers, yeah. As long as you can punish a stagger, assault armor is amazing. Now, arguably, you want to be able to punish a stagger to kill. Like, do you want this stagger to be the end of the game? Like, oh, they fucked up. They press pulse armor. They press pulse armor at this time. Boom, they're fucked. But, you know, I mean, any sort of punish works. Like, it doesn't need to be pile, bunker, instant kill, but yeah. I think I say it's like it's by no means useless. Like, people talk about this assault armor like it's useless. It's not useless. It just absolutely has its own problems. Yeah. I think that's fair. I think B tier is definitely fair. This is by no means useless, but you need to know how to use it, and can be a bit more situational. Yeah. Fair. Pulse protection. This thing is garbage. Don't you love it when the delivery boy comes in? And the delivery boy with the steel chair! Pulse protection gone. 3k AP. Yeah. Now, actually, here's a good way. Here's a good way of putting it. Let me get some juice down my throat, because fucking dry ass throat. Let me put this a good way. Expansions help you when you're losing. Pulse armor. Oh, I'm getting staggered. Pulse armor. I'm now no longer losing. Assault armor. Oh, the opponent has popped pulse armor. Okay, now I can start winning. The opponent's got pulse armor up. Okay, I can instantly break pulse armor. Oh, the opponent's got higher HP. Well, I can just instantly stagger you and punish damage. Can help you win. Even terminal. Oh, I now have, 8 seconds? I now have 8 seconds of invulnerability. I can use this to win the game. Pulse protection only really works when you're already winning. Like, you've gained AP lead, you've created, like, a separation, then you pop the pulse protection, and now it fucks with your opponent. Because, here's the thing, if you are losing and you pop pulse protection, unless your opponent's, like, already really close to you, they can kind of just be like, oh, they've got pulse protection up. Just moves away. Either waits it out. Like, they don't need to do anything. If they're winning, they don't need to do anything against the pulse protection. It means nothing. They just move away from it, and either you stay in it, and you can't attack back, so you can't change the state back to advantage, you stay in disadvantage, or you just leave the pulse protection, and the pulse protection has done nothing. If anything, it might be even worse, because, like, depending on the build, oh, now they've made more space, because you stood there to use a pulse protection. You get what I mean? Pulse protection ideal scenario is, oh, I've got AP lead, my opponent's near me, let me pulse protection, now can weave inside and out of the bubble to block their attacks and shit, while I continue to attack. But that really only works when the opponent has to continue engaging you. Like, as in, they're at AP, you've got AP lead. So if you don't got AP lead, this thing is ass. Like, why would you ever use it? Like, again, it's not useless, it's not useless, but, like, there's barely any reason to use it, and it's also very funny how easy it can be to break sometimes. Yeah, just one fucking delivery boy. Delivery boy, best weapon in the game, woo! And last but not least, what the fuck was that? Last but not least, terminal armor. I think you are B tier. You are objectively worse than pulse armor in almost every situation. Except, what's it? Freeze. Apparently, not running freeze is a death sentence. Not running terminal and freeze is a death sentence, which I think might be a bit of an over-exaggeration. So apparently people can use pulse protection and freeze. And, like, you're telling me assault armor when the opponent isn't paying full attention to you is not great? You know what I mean? I do not know about freeze enough to speak, but yeah. I think that's fair. Like, here's the thing. Unlike pulse armor, assault armor can't fuck you over. And if you're up against, like, builds that try to kill you off, like, deal extreme burst damage, this can actually sometimes be better than pulse armor, because the pulse armor will be, like, you know, either you have to, if you don't hit it at the right time, it's not going to do anything anyway, or you're dealing with, yeah, I mean, let's see, you got a build that's, like, running dual earshots, dual majestics, oh, you pop pulse armor, let me just dual earshot, boom, no more pulse armor. Unlike that, terminal armor, it's like, it's not useless, it has its utilities and reasons to use it with pulse armor, it's just pulse armor is just almost universally better in every situation. Like, oh, I could just pop this before I get staggered and shit, you know? Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Does it look good? Yeah. I don't know where to put these two relatively. I feel like that's a little too low, but yeah, just got to know. Yeah. You know, I think that's fair for a tier list, yeah. There we go, we completed the tier list of Molten Schizo Ramblings. So yes. Very good, very good. Of course, if you disagree with me, please argue with the comments, even if I disagree with you, YouTube engagement. So yes, thank you everybody so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz if you liked the video. And hopefully, I shall see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.